Okay, so here we are, hotel gym workout. Yes, I've got no top on, I've got no shoes on. It's about 40 degrees in there, no aircon, and I'm on holiday, so it is what it is. Um, Doing this voiceover by the pool, so apologies if the audio is a bit shit. You might hear my kids screaming in the background as well. But it's a good time for me to get this done, so here we are. So yeah, really limited to the equipment we've got here. I've got a cable machine where the pin is stuck on one side at the top and stuck on the other side at the bottom, which is great if you want to do an incline decline fly, which apparently is a thing. It says so on the machine, which I'll show you in a second. There you go. Ideal staple in any good workout program. Also a person wood chop, who doesn't need that in their program. Also got some dumbbells going up to 17.5 kilograms. I've got two 15 kilo plates, two 10 kilo plates, two 5s and two 20s, and one of the 20s has a quarter of it snapped off. So good if you want to sort of put an unbalanced load on somewhere, but I don't really fancy doing that. Yeah, so really limited to the weight we're using, so training's nothing like it normally would be. Literally in here just to move around some carbs, get some blood into the muscles and get a bit of a pump on, because I want to. So yeah, I'm just trying to make everything as hard as possible, but also conscious that I am here to take a break. So I do want to give my body some rest. So I'm not pushing anything, I'm just here because I fucking love training, so I just want to get a bit of a workout in. So yeah, really controlled on all the movements here, just really focusing on stretching, squeezing, moving blood around, and yeah, getting somewhat of a training session in. But I'm not here to hit any PRs or build any muscle really. Just want to get a bit of a pump on. So yeah, on to the second exercise. I did three sets of that pull over just to stretch out the lats, get warmed up. Again, limited to what we can do here. There's the cable set in a certain position, so I've just sort of doing here a low row just to hit more lat, and I did 3 sets of this. Again, really moderate rate, just stretching, squeezing. Didn't feel great, to be honest, but it's better than nothing. So again, when just using all the plates you've got available here, besides from the dodgy 20s, didn't really fancy putting an uneven load on my lower back here. I'm just doing some bent over rows, but you'll see I am going a bit extreme on the stretch, and there is an arch on my back here, which I wouldn't want to do if the load was heavy, but it's really light, so I am literally just getting a good stretch, good squeeze, filling up the lats, still trying to target lower lats. As you'll see, I'm pulling the bar into sort of my low part of my abdomen there. So there you go, nice easy set. And we've got two 15s, a 10 either side, so 25 a side there, so nice and light. And here I just thought I'd do one in the dark, because why not? Turn the lights off for a bit of fun. Yeah, I'm trying to get used to how to use this camera. So yeah, there's 2 sets of that. Found another couple of 5s, so I chucked them on. And now what I'm doing, I'm just trying to transfer the load a bit more to my upper back. So I'm doing sort of a dead stop row here, but elbows out a bit more, and sort of pulling with upper mid back rear delt. Drop my headphones. Mid set, so I'm not going to stop now. Yeah, so these actually felt pretty good. So doing the dead stop sort of allows me to reset and make sure the load stays on my upper back. So I tend to drop my elbows down and become more lat biased, which I think is just natural. So once I got a feel for it, I did then do a set without stopping the weight on the floor, and I did keep it on my upper back, so it felt pretty good there. But again, nothing crazy in terms of load. We really are just stretching, squeezing, getting some blood in there, trying to make it as hard as possible. Didn't learn from the first time, dropped them again. Well done. So here I wanted to move into some rear delt work. Didn't really like how this felt, but again, I really didn't have any choice. other than to do some dumbbell flies, which we'll come to, reverse flies, which I don't get on with really. There's much better movements out there for that. So yeah, just trying to get a feel for getting the weight onto my rear delts, with it being a movement I don't normally do. So just adjusting a bit here, trying to get it right. Leaning forward a bit more into it now, which kind of helped. It'll do it, got the job done. Just finally able to get into a working set, and I did 3 sets on these. God knows what weight. Again, I'm not really doing a usual structure of a top set and a back off set like I normally would do. I'm literally just doing sets of, I don't know, 10, 12, wherever we end really. Sticking to the same weight if it's heavy enough to get some blood in there. Okay, I did do some dumbbell rear flies, but I didn't film them. Just did 3 sets of them, standing, bent over. Now into some shrugs. So I'm going to do a couple of sets here with the barbell. Again, nothing crazy with weight, just filling those traps up now. This was my second set. I'm going to do 2 sets on these, and then 2 sets on a cable shrug. Probably the only person in here that did put their weights away. People obviously don't use gyms enough to understand gym etiquette. There you go, a couple of sets of standing cable shrugs. I do quite like these. I find it easy to keep the load on the traps, so I do have a tendency for my rear delts to take over. This is a good movement for me. Pretty happy with how my calves are looking there. Considering I've not trained calves for 2 weeks, I'll take that. Start hitting them again when I get back home and make them absolutely disgusting. 2 sets of that. 3 sets of barbell curls. Pretty boring. Is what it is. I wanted to get some blood in the biceps. Three sets of them. And then, as I said, we don't have any heavy dumbbells. Well, I think 17.5 was the heaviest. I can't remember if these are the 15s or the 17s. Look like the 15s for how they're moving. So I did 3 sets of these, and then I did do a couple of sets of sort of leaning curls, just to get a really good squeeze at the end. Make sure they're nice and full of blood, and that all of that pita bread, Pepsi, all those pancakes and bread and shit I've been eating, going to where they should be going, which is on a fucking juicy arm pump. So that's the workout done. Just trying to find a bit of good lighting to see how we're looking now. Obviously 2 weeks in now, pretty much, to an all-inclusive holiday. So diet's been very relaxed, which is nice to have an appetite again. So I'm down to about say 4 meals a day. Diet-wise, the only thing I'm really conscious of is hitting my protein, and that's pretty easy. Just make sure I load up on plenty of meat, and then add in whatever else I want around that. So pancakes, bread, Pepsi, all the good stuff, which usually allows me to actually stay in the similar condition to what I was in when I went on holiday, because even if I do eat as much as I can comfortably in 3 to 4 meals a day, that's usually less than I'm eating, across 6 meals a day anyway. So it's not really hard for me not to get fat on holiday. So yeah, I started dieting, for this holiday about 4 weeks ago, or 4 weeks prior to coming on holiday. But nothing crazy. I didn't want to get super shredded. I don't want to lose any muscle for this. I just don't want to be fat when I'm sat by the pool, and I want to have some energy and be able to run around with my kids and play in the pools. So yeah, for me, it's not worth getting absolutely shredded. But at the same time, as I said, I don't want to go away, full blown off season bloated look. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Obviously, I came into it pretty flat, a few days filling out. My diet really was just dropping my cheat meals down from 2 to 3 to 1 a week, and I was a lot more active at work actually for the past 6 weeks. So that combined with a bit of a drop in the calories was enough for me. I didn't do anything crazy for that. So I was a lot more active over the last 6 weeks than I was previously to that. So if I wasn't, I probably would have needed to add in some cardio, maybe 20 minutes 3 times a week. So yeah, that's where we're at now. Coming to the end of the holiday, looking forward to getting back into a proper diet, some heavy training, which I'll record and post on here as well, so you can see how we really train. And yeah, looking forward to getting absolutely fucking whammoed when we get back. So yeah, like, subscribe, all the good shit. Thank you for watching if you made it this far, and I will see you when I'm back at home, back in my normal gym, training hard, training heavy, and with a bit more of a consistent diet as well, which I'm sure we'll go through at some point.